for the sake of boxing, let's get this fight made. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, let's get it made. Reports from the US last night from Chris Mannix and Oscar De La Hoya's tweet. It's sounding positive. It's sounding like it could be announced very, very shortly. In Chris Mannix's tweet, I'm sure he said something along the lines that PBC have said that they will allow Golden Boy to be the head promoter in the rematch. Let's talk about the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, which is, if the two of them can sell out that stadium, fair play to them. It's a big ass stadium. I've been to Vegas, and if the two of them can get that solved, then fair play to them. But for the sake of boxing, I think we need this fight. It's a great fight, two young guns going at it. And the reason why I say it's a great fight is because we should have already seen Spence Crawford. Boxing fans, we should have already seen Spence Crawford. We should have already maybe have seen Fury, Joshua. Fury Usyk still hasn't been signed, still hasn't been made yet, even though that looks like it should be announced or getting close to be announced as well. We waited too long for Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Do you know what I mean? We waited far too long for that. So I just feel that this fight could be a catalyst in the other fights getting made in the Spence Crawfords and whatnot. We need these mega fights with boxing. A lot of folk are complaining about the influencers and the YouTubers fighting. Maybe boxing has created that monster in terms of boxing fans don't get to see the mega fights. You look at the 80s with the Four Kings, Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and then my favourite fight of all time, Roberto Duran. They fought each other. They fought each other again. They won. They lost. That's just the way boxing should be. You know what I mean? You take your lumps, you get back up, and you go again. But Ryan Garcia against Gervonta Tank Davis, I just feel like this might be the catalyst that boxing needs in getting these mega fights made, and it'll be good for boxing. You've got the raw power of Gervonta Davis. You've got the hand speed of Ryan Garcia. They both get hit. Is this a case of who lands first? Maybe. But they've been going at it for years, the two of them. It needs to be made. Going back and forth on social media and whatnot for a long, long time. And hopefully, if this fight does get made, it looks like reports coming out of the US, I'm pretty sure Chris Mannix said that this fight could be signed as early as tomorrow morning, but it's just after 6 p.m. here in the UK. Which will be morning time in the US. Nothing's been signed yet, so I don't think it has been any contracts have been signed. But this could be the catalyst that boxing needs to get these mega fights made. Like I said, we should have already seen Spence Crawford. We should have already seen Joshua Fury, Fury Usyk, maybe even a Joshua Wilder. We should have already seen that. What fight that is? It's a 4-round fight. That ain't going past 4 rounds. It's just a case of who's getting knocked out between the two of them. So that's a mega fight as well. But I think boxing needs to go back to the 80s with the Four Kings, that sort of boxing, when they just fought each other. Do you know what I mean? All the top champions back then, Muhammad Ali lost, Sugar Ray lost, Roberto Duran lost, Hearns lost, Hagler lost, they all lost. Do you know what I mean? And you can come back from it. I think a lot of fighters nowadays are worried about that 0, that 0 on their record. It shouldn't be the case, but for the sake of boxing, let's get Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's get it made.